Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm going to try something a little bit different. Well, it's a little bit different for me in the sense that I'm going to try doing a voiceover instead of sort of colouring, you know, just recording the video as it is with me talking. So I'm hoping to colour in this beautiful book by R.J. Hampson. So this is Dragon Dreams. So I've been wanting to colour in this, this month, and I found it very difficult to choose a page, but then I finally settled on this one. So I decided that this is the one that I'll do. I just really love how the castle's drawn. I really like these side things here that look a little bit like clouds, and it just looks very magical, and there's a little dragon there as well. So yeah, so basically this is just my little short introduction. I'm thinking of using my Neocolor ones, because of course this is Amazon printed paper, so I'm thinking of using my Neocolor ones for the background, and then blending it with the Zest-it. So I might use the Zest-it and also the Derwent blender pen. So the colours that I have chosen are, what have we got? We've got Periwinkle blue, dark ultramarine, Prussian blue, violet and black. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. So I'm going to do this as a sort of speeded up video, and then just doing a voiceover, and I hope you like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Not all my videos will be like this, of course, so I just thought I'd try it out and see how it goes. Okay. Right then, so I'm getting started here, starting with my black Neocolor II. So I'm just adding the black crayon on the edges near the top, especially on the left and the right sides of the page, and I have speeded the video up a little bit so that it isn't too long and you don't get too bored. And yeah, it is just laying down the crayon really, and then I think after that I use a violet, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is a violet. So yeah, a violet, just laying that down next to the black, and after I've put the violet down, I think I use a Prussian blue, and then dark ultramarine, and then the lightest colour I've got is Periwinkle blue. So yeah, and that's all I do. I just lay the Neocolor one down. So of course I'm using Neocolor 1 instead of Neocolor 2 because it's Amazon printed paper. So of course I'm not going to be able to use water or a lot of water on this paper because it just won't be able to withstand it, and it'll buckle, and I mean I don't mind it buckling, but it will probably pill, which is something that I really don't want to happen. So yeah, the first sort of section of my video just shows me laying down the crayon. So yeah, I mean this is a little bit of a colouring chat as well, so, or with a voiceover, but yeah, it's been a very, very hot day today. So I think it's the 4th of August I'm recording this on, so we've just been out, out to eat and shopping, looking around the shops, but I just wasn't in the buying mood. Do you get that when sometimes you go out to the shops and you're just not in the mood? I mean, you like some of the stuff that you see, but you're just not in the mood to, like, I was just looking at the prices of things, and I was just thinking it's just so overpriced. So just showing up back to the picture here, basically I've done that I've done the left side of the page, and I'm just sort of doing the right side now, just to mirror, not exactly, but to roughly mirror the left side. Yeah, so back to my little chatting bit. Yeah, so things are just so overpriced. So for example, I went into WH Smith's and I went into Paper Chase and just looking at pencil cases, because I always buy a pencil case this time of the year for the new year in September, and there wasn't really anything I particularly liked, but there were these, you know, the usual plastic pencil cases that you get, and they're just plastic with a zip attached, and they're $9.99, and I just thought $9.99 for a bit of plastic and a zip, it just doesn't match the price. You know, what you're getting, it does not match the price at all. It's just, plastic is very, very cheap, and yeah, it is a very problematic substance as well in terms of disposal, but these days you can get a lot of recyclable plastics, and I just thought it was just so overpriced for a bit of plastic and a zip. And you know, in Paper Chase there was something similar, and I think it was about £8. It was just a tiny little pencil case, plastic one, and it was so overpriced. And I just think, you've got that, and then on one hand with $9.99, what could you buy in a supermarket, for example, you know, to eat? And I don't know, I was being a bit too mature in thinking, but I just find it like very I don't know, just find it really what's the word, unsettling, we'll say. Anyway, you can see here I'm putting the dark ultramarine. I love this colour, dark ultramarine blue, it's so lovely. But yeah, I'm really enjoying using these crayons. They're really good for backgrounds, you know, where you can't use water-based mediums. So yeah, what I'm putting down now at the moment is the gorgeous Periwinkle blue. I think it has to be one of my favourite colours. So yeah, I just zoomed out just to show you what it looks like. So now I am using the Zest-it blended sponge technique. Now, initially, so I'd already put some Zest-it blended solution on my sponge, and then I started to use the blending stumps, but I don't know, it just wasn't, I wasn't happy with, I just didn't think it was that effective. So out came the Derwent blender pen, and I started to use the Derwent blender pen instead. And yeah, it worked much better, and you can see that it is really nice to use the blender pen. And they are expensive though. I remember when they used to be a decent price as well, but they're just more expensive as well. But I'm going to link in the description below an absolutely brilliant idea from Imogen from Colouring Kid, who has got a video which I think she did it a few weeks ago, which shows how to sort of refill your Derwent blender pens with the Zest-it fluid. And I used her technique actually whilst I was sort of filming this video, and I put quite a lot of the Zest-it fluid into the pen, and it worked really well. So thank you so much, Imogen, for that idea. I mean, previous to that, I was just dipping my pen nib onto the sponge, and that was okay, but it's just not as good as when you have the actual fluid in the actual pen barrel itself. It's much easier and straightforward to sort of use. So yeah, that's that. Anything else? I'm looking forward to my trip going to Wales in a few weeks, or yeah, it's in a few weeks, well, just over a week I think, but yeah, in a week or so. I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, I have been doing what I've been doing some diamond painting, so I'm glad I've been getting back into that, and I've been really enjoying it. It's just, I've got some really detailed pages I'm colouring for August, and then even my brain wants like a time to just something less complicated. So even then, what I wanted was something that was very simple. And to me, diamond painting is pretty much like colour by number. But I just love picking up the little beads and placing them on the canvas. It's just relaxing. So I had a whip from so long ago with my diamond painting that I picked it up. It's a dragonfly. Yeah, it's a dragonfly near a flower. But yeah, you'll see it hopefully if I get to finish it. I'm really hoping to finish it this month. And what else? Oh yes, I did 2 art journaling pages as well. I mean, they are simple, nothing complicated, but it was just so fun to just use some of my art mediums. And I'd like to thank Wendy at Happily Handmade, just to say thank you. You gave me the impetus to get started. Basically, you gave me that motivation and encouragement, because you showed your journal page, I think in the July pages, and you inspired me to get started, because I've been wanting to get back to my art journaling for a long time, and it just hasn't happened. And yeah, it finally happened. So you will hopefully see those in my August completed pages. So yeah, back to this picture, you can see that I'm just blending it all in. Now you can see the colour does, when I finished going over with the Derwent blender pen, that the blacks weren't as black as I wanted them to be, and I wanted the colours to be a bit more intense. So you will, so basically what I do is I start off showing you that I go over the areas with the crayon again, but I don't do all of that on camera. So the second time I'm going over all the areas with the crayons again, I don't show that on camera, because there wasn't much point really, because it was pretty much the same thing. It's just another layer. So yeah, you'll see me put more crayon on just to deepen the colour. So I think 2 layers on this Amazon printed paper works quite well, gives you quite intense colour. So I started with the black, and when I used my Derwent blender pen again, it was a much intense black, and then I thought I might as well go over the rest of the colours as well, which I did. I went over the rest of the colours off camera, and then yeah, you'll see what it looked like. Sorry, that bit's off camera. So yeah, this is a first for me, voiceover. I hope you like it. It's just another way of doing things, I guess. What else have I been up to? Let me think. Yeah, so craft-wise, I have been colouring and diamond painting and art journaling. I have got what's it called, paint pouring stuff, but I haven't gone back to that yet. I've got a few canvases, so it'd be nice if I could try that out as well. So yeah, you see I'm going over again on with the second layer of crayon that was applied, and I get a much more intense black. And I think I do zoom it out to compare it with the other side where I haven't done a second layer, just to show that the second layer will you know, intensify the colour a lot more. Yeah, so I think I'll probably do that. Really looking forward to Rita Berman's new book. It's going to be superb. I hope it doesn't take a long time to try to get hold of it like last time, because last year when her Europe book came out, it was I think I got it about 2 weeks later than the release date, because Amazon had it and then they didn't have it, and it was just like that. So that's just to show you how dark it is on the left side compared to the right side. So once I'd seen that, I did go over all the colours, and this is basically what it looks like, the page. And I'm quite happy with it. I think the blending could be better, you know, the transition from one colour to the next, but I still think it's come out relatively reasonably well. So now I'm just showing you, those were the Neocolor I crayons that I used. It's from the 40 set. And now I come back again and thought I might as well do the stars. So I'm using my Spectrum Noir metallic acrylic marker pen. This pen is gorgeous. It's so bold and beautiful. It came in a pack of 3. So there was a 0.7 nib, 3mm nib I think, and a much larger one, which I can't remember what the size was. But yeah, I really enjoy using the 0.7mm one. I don't really use the others, but I'm sure there'll be an opportunity to use them at some point, especially if I continue art journaling as well. I wasn't sure what that thing at the top was, because it doesn't look like a star. I'm also really looking forward to R.J. Hampson's new book. I think it's In the Wood or the Forest or something. But yeah, look forward to that one. Very looking forward to Johanna Basford's new book as well. I saw a quick flip on Instagram. It was a quick flip. It was like a teaser. So yeah, those are some of the books that I'm really looking forward to. Now I've got out the Arteza white gel pen, and yeah, just for some distant stars with the white gel pen would look really good. So I just put some of those in, and I tried to make the dots slightly different sizes where I could. I even put shooting star in because I always like putting one of those in. I just think they're so easy to do and they look really effective and nice. So yeah. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with the background. But yeah, this is a good option, especially if you don't like using wet media anyway in your colouring books, because I was like that when I first started colouring. I just did not like using wet media in books, but I'm over that now. So then what I did also, can you see these archways which my finger's pointing at? I forgot that I needed to do the sky there as well, so I did the sky there. And that's it really. Just want to say bye. Thank you for watching.